Cancer. Never has silence been so loud. It truly is a gift to allow yourself to be seen. What are you waiting for? Hello, my friends, beautiful souls. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you guys. If you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I saved a spot just for you guys. So, my Cancer friends, I do have a couple things that came through here in channeled messages in meditation, oracle cards, and then tarot cards, as we do. Cancer. The first thing that came through was auditory inundation. So the way that I take that is, well, being overwhelmed with something that you're hearing, something in the realm of this sensory perception, okay? And this, I feel, is more symbolic rather than, maybe there is a literal cacophony of sounds around you currently. We are getting into the holidays. I don't know, maybe there's some jingle bells, you got a kid ringing jingle bells in your ears is what I'm seeing right now. Being inundated with auditory sensation. The next thing that came through was below the surface. What you aren't saying is deafening to yourself. So it's not something that is making anybody else uncomfortable or is affecting anybody else's life. But this feels like something that, like, there's an expectation for others to hear what cannot be heard. We do have to share things about ourselves in order to be heard. We're not mind readers, right? I mean, you can read a mind, but at the same time, it's not what we're doing here. What's coming through is something that's petty, something to do with forgiveness and an unwillingness to maybe extend forgiveness. Now, this doesn't mean, this could be towards yourself too. I'm actually being drawn back to a reading that I did for you guys when I first started this channel about letting your heart off the hook, letting yourself have some grace and compassion. And this feels more directed towards you guys, okay? Us. I am a Cancer Venus as well. Us, right? This could be towards somebody else as well, but an unwillingness to forgive. And it's in the realm of being petty, okay? It's like, I don't know how to describe that energy. When we're kids especially, it's like we do something expecting, how do I put that? We're punishing ourselves, like holding our breath is what I'm getting. Like, I'm going to hold my breath until you do something about this. And it's not harming anybody except for us, right? We maybe get blue in the face, but that's only hurting us. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So let yourself off the hook here. Whatever compassion or grace needs to be extended, even to somebody else, extend it to yourself first by allowing yourself to forgive you or someone else. And this doesn't mean accepting somebody back into your life if that's the case you're in. Forgiveness is for you, okay? It's for us. So, 3:33 on the timer, love it. Let's move into the Oracle card. There's only one actually that was pulled here. In the Wild Unknown archetype deck. The Unseen. The Unseen. So this card has come through a bit actually for the signs recently. And it draws me back to the Galactic Royalty readings, honestly, that I've done here. I rewatched the second one, part 2, recently. And it reminds me of this idea of like the watchers, whoever's watching, being watched. And that's what this card talks about. Something, some force, somebody's watching you, but we don't see them. We can feel that they're there. But there can also be this feeling of like gaslighting ourselves that, no, it's not there. No, I'm not feeling that. No, that's not the message that's coming through to me. So there's a message that's coming through from your spiritual team, your guides. I'm helping to facilitate this message, but this is a message that you are receiving already. First and foremost, you've already heard this message, but it's something that is being ignored for some reason, okay? Like I said, being blue in the face for some reason. This is a gift to allow yourself to be seen by the divine and by those around you and by yourself, which, well, I mean, that would be the divine too, okay? The eternal is present was the other thing that came through there. All right, let's move forward here into your message, Cancer. Cancer. I do want to pull, which animal? We'll do this one here. Do this animal deck. I started with this one in the beginning when I started my channel here. What do we have for Cancer? What is the animal of the moment? And this is a general reading, you guys, so please keep that in mind. Use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if this message is for you. And if it's not, please leave it behind. Ooh, oh my gosh, I just made this little short called Be Yourself. Be yourself. And you guys get the B, community. So I'm going to read this to you here. Be yourself. You are a powerful creator. Yes, your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Or king, or non-binary ruler, okay. Genderless here. Queen bee, though, all right. Step aside, Beyonce, right? Having the bee come through with community, especially, and talking about the sweetness and abundance coming through, I feel like this portion of allowing yourself to be seen in some way. No longer holding your breath. Letting go of whatever pettiness may be a part of this behavior. This is the need to connect here, okay, with community. This is the secret. Yeah, we'll get a little bit further into this. I'm not sure what is holding you guys back as far as not being seen here or holding your breath. I just keep getting that visual. Okay, Urban Crow Oracle here. Some additional messages, then we'll move into Tarot. Whoa. Scavenge, okay. So that makes me feel like someone is not feeling worthy towards something. Yeah, oh my goodness. Bond. James Bond. So scavenge and bond. Right away, especially with community and the unseen, I'm being drawn back to and letting your heart off the hook, a relationship that didn't work out. And this doesn't even have to be an actual relationship that happened. For some of you, I feel like it is. For others of you, it feels like the relationship that didn't happen. It's almost like you've put a timer on yourself in some way and decided, well, since whatever Disney fantasy relationship it is, I don't mean to be diminutive about that, you know, whatever it is that you're desiring, etc. We've all fallen into the Disney trap, though. Because it hasn't happened yet, there's this feeling of like you're pulling the blinds. You're not allowing yourself to be seen anymore. I've expired. I'm no longer a young person. I can't do this, you know, or whatever. People aren't going to desire me. That's all horseshit. That is horseshit. We do change, obviously, as we grow and get older and bodies change. I get it. I understand. Please understand that that is a lie, okay? You are desirable just as you are, especially the more in love with yourself that you fall. You're searching for this bond. I kind of had a feeling this would be sort of a love-ish reading. And we do go into love a little bit more in the extended portion, but we'll see what comes through here. Feels like you guys are in this behavior of like picking up scraps. Either you feel your scraps or you feel like as you're looking around at what's out there, that's all you're finding. And it is true, okay, for those of you that are putting a lot of work into yourself, whether that's physical, emotional, spiritual, combination of all of them, the higher that we rise in ascension or developing within ourselves, the smaller that pool becomes. That's real. That is real. But this isn't a reason to shut the world out. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this, okay? Someone is shutting things down. All right, let's get into tarot. So I'm actually going to start with the, oh, hey, Two of Cups here at the bottom, you guys. Murder of Crows tarot. Venus and Cancer. This is connection, a relationship. Hey. Okay. What do we have here for Cancer? Oh, my Cancer friends. Four of Cups here at the split. That makes me feel like, as we're talking about scavenge, if you're in this mindset of, well, there are scraps or I'm not worthy or whatever, we're going to miss out on the offers or opportunities that are coming forward that are worth our time. because we're stuck in negativity, okay? Pessimism, whatever. Gotta look up. Gotta look up, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like I just feel totally heavy, like a need to look at the ground. We're needing to look up, okay? What do we have here for Cancer, please? Cancer. Huge shout out to my channel members, you guys. Hello. If you're interested in channel membership, there's a link in the description of the video or a join button next to the subscribe video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Chariot here as well, standing out. This is your card, Cancer. So Spirit's saying, listen up. This is a good one. This is important at this time. I do have personal readings open and available if you'd like some help with something a little more personal to you. Going with the shadow pile. Link in the description of the video for my website, okay? So 9 of Cups here at the bottom. This is your hope, hopes and dreams. 1111 on the timer too. So 9 of Cups, this is your personal satisfaction. I do feel like we're talking about the way that you're connecting to others, whether this is a romantic relationship, friends, business associates, those that you interact with online. You're hoping to find better connections and through that better fulfillment in those connections. You're looking for more fulfilling connection. I feel that. Maybe some of you are wanting to have a child. Okay, let's keep moving forward here. Curious travels. Curiouser and curiouser. All right, Spirit, what do we have here for Cancer? My Cancer friends. Like I said, general reading, so keep that in mind. Hermit here is standing out. There's, because this one's got the star right in front of their face here. That unseen, like not allowing yourself to be seen. Hiding behind a detail of some sort. Interesting. Okay. For Cancer, from a Cancer friend. Whoa, Strength falls out here. It did come out here in reverse though. I feel like you guys are fighting an emotion, an emotion especially that's working to come up to be seen. Some of you may be aware of this emotion yourself, but you're definitely not letting others see it for some reason. I mean, outside of being Cancer, I understand. You can have that hard shell for sure. You can be private, and also Queen of Cups here, protecting the emotions. As we're talking about Cancer here, there you go. I feel like there's just a bit too much of this energy that's happening regarding this emotion. Okay, let's get into it. 9 of Pentacles too. Hey. So 2 9s. I feel like we're talking about something ending too. This is your fear aversion. 9 of Pentacles, this is your independence. Your ability to experience this physical realm with the things that you need to feel security and to feel comfortable here. I feel like this is something, as Cancer especially, you're all about the home and being comfortable at home. Whether this is a relationship that's happened in the past, one you're currently in, or one that, like I said, you're grieving maybe never happened or hasn't happened yet, it seems to be affecting your personal satisfaction here, your fulfillment and connection, and the way that you feel like solid and whole in the world. There could be some fear or aversion towards losing independence too for some of you. Okay. Well, good start. So in your general, to start here, Tower. As we are in the age of Aquarius here, Pluto is finally in Aquarius, we are dismantling things that need to be dismantled, and that's what the Tower energy is. So I feel this, like, I was going to say the castle, kind of the castle card in the archetypes is standing out. I feel like you guys have put yourself in this castle. And you know what? I'm going to include myself in this. We have, okay? We are a family here, Cancer. And as a Cancer Venus, I can relate to this too. Yo. Having locked ourselves away because of many different reasons. Like I said, fear of losing independence, fear of maybe being hurt again, fear of being unsatisfied, just pain, unresolved pain. Maybe a lack of success in connecting with others in the past, or a lack of understanding from others. I feel inclined to say on that, 15:15 on the timer. Although not all energy is reflective, some is pure chaos, that is real. Most of it is a reflection of what's going on inside of us. So if there is a difficulty in connecting with others, or there is a propensity or proclivity to give up our independence and then come back later and go, I didn't want to give that up, right? There's a call to look inside, my Cancer friends. I'm brought back to the hermit there with the star in front of their face. The hermit is a hermit. They live alone. There's isolation, there's solitude there, and that's not a bad thing. It can, as it creeps over, can be, as it creeps over into the shadow side. So the tower, this tower, I feel like is whatever safety you guys have built, we have built, because I know I've done this too, that we've built to separate from the rest. Well, this lightning comes through to bring the whole damn thing down. And this lightning is an illumination. So I feel like the illumination coming through here is the behavior, the habit towards putting ourselves up in that tower. When something happens surrounding our heart or connection that hurts, I know I'm that way. Well, shut her down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Maybe you're that way too. And right now, so Mars is retrograde in Pisces. The whole behavior of that is to slow down. Anytime anything goes into retrograde. Mercury's retrograde right now too. All messages are timeless here. I'm just speaking about the current energies. But with Mars retrograde in Pisces, and this will be here until January, and then I think it moves into Leo. The whole point of this is to look at the way that we put action for. Mars is a planet of action, really. It's passion, war, that sort of thing. It is a bit more of like the divine masculine principle versus like Venus, the divine feminine principle. So with it being retrograde right now and having the tower here, I feel like the illumination is the way that we are mindlessly, subconsciously putting things into action. I feel like we're responding to what it is we put into action, whatever relationship, failures, etc. And we're not seeing maybe the action that we've put into that first to get there, okay? And if this is upsetting to you in any way, I feel that. As soon as I, like with Mars going retrograde and having to slow down, that's not my favorite, you know? It's not my favorite either. Or to have to look at what is it that I am contributing to a situation, or what do I need to shift for a better result? Well, wow, Queen of Swords comes through here to clarify. So the tower's coming down. Don't be afraid of that, you guys. That's my whole point. Tower's coming down, and this is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Queen of Swords here. We're talking about truth. We're talking about truth. It's coming up. Truth is coming up. With Bond here, we're talking about the truth of the heart. You guys know this. You know the truth. I think the difficulty right now is receiving and sharing this truth. Maybe accepting it yourself, ourselves, whatever it is our heart is speaking louder than the head right now. As Mercury's retrograde, Mars is retrograde, we're shutting this whole thing down and letting the heart come through. And it's needed. And like I said, I'm like, I got shit to do, right? What's time for this? Who even has the time? So truth is coming through here. Okay, yep. Six of Pentacles, all right. Interesting. I get what goes around comes around, but this is giving and receiving. What you give is what you get. What you get is what you should be giving. It is the action of giving when you have it, receiving when you need it, essentially. I feel like this is off balance, though. This is the truth. This is the illumination that's coming through here. The way that you engage with that balance. Receiving and expressing the truth, like I said. Okay, let's get into the good stuff here for you. Seven of Cups. Well. This card in particular talks about this entity here being a shade. shade, like a shadow. This person is staring at this shade or this shadow, and the fear that they're experiencing is illusionary. It's the way that the book puts it. Being in the good stuff here, Seven of Cups is like being spoiled for choice, having multiple choices. I feel like there are more options coming forward for you guys, whether this is in love, friendship, whatever kind of connection through the heart. So love, true love. I do feel like this will start to move forward a little bit as we get through the retrograde behaviors. I think Mercury's done on the 15th of December here. So we'll at least have that alleviated. It'll be easier for you to communicate, all right, outside of yourself. But there's something that's being, in this illumination, there is a shadow that's being obliterated. An illusionary fear. And I feel like the fear here is that you can't have the connection that you want. You always get hurt. Whatever the story is, okay? Whatever the story from the past is. And I'm not saying that that's not a real occurrence that's happened. We're talking about something that is being pulled into the present and the future, though, based on past happenings, all right? Every relationship you've had up to now, they've been dumbasses, right? I don't know, an asshole, a bitch, whatever. To turn around and say all men or all women or all people are this way because of your experience is totes and apropes. Cancer, especially if you're wanting to experience something different. This is a call right now to check that. Everything that's in retrograde motion right now is assisting us to see which stories need to go, okay? Which books we're done reading. I actually love to see this in the good stuff. I feel like options are opening up here soon. Nine of Swords, too. Goodness. Okay, real quick here. Back to the unseen. When the unseen comes through here, the divine, the spirit realm, our guides, are coming through and showing us stuff. And rarely is it comfortable. This is actually not a comfortable process. So don't be disillusioned towards that. Everything is not meant to feel good all the time. Okay? And that is, I think most of you understand that, but it's something that I forget from time to time because I don't want to remember it, right? I want things to feel good all the time. But when they don't, it's important to remember, well, we need the shadow to make the light light. We need the light to make the shadow dark, right? So Nine of Swords here. This is facing your fears. Like I said, I don't feel this is easy. They've got their back to these swords for a reason, because it hurts. But that pain, whatever it is, where there's a resistance to look at it, it's causing us anxiety. We can't sleep because of it. It's something that we're experiencing in our sleeping life and waking up, remembering and realizing that it's still there. It hasn't disappeared. Well, if we haven't done anything different, if we're leaning into, like this quilt represents, comfort, over maybe facing a fear, we're never going to work through that. Being in your good stuff here, though, you're breaking through an illusion, you guys. And this is a powerful one. This feels like a one that's been hanging on for quite some time. Anything else on this, please, Spirit? You want one of these. The good stuff for Cancer. Embrace, yeah. Find peace with your current state of being. Yes, it may be uncomfortable, but that's okay. You can do hard things. I know you can. And I know you know that you can too. Sometimes maybe you forget. Oh, you guys, okay. I feel the whole point of all of this is to clear out the shit, because there's something coming forward connection-wise that is good sauce, all right? This is exactly what you're looking for. What you don't see coming, what's in the dark. Two of Cups. Well, hey, that union that you're looking for, that connection that you're looking for, it's going to be different for everybody here, depending on, how it is that you're looking to connect with somebody. But I feel like this is a complementary opposite, whether this is in business, friendship, romantic, but it feels, I'm feeling some romance, okay? and friendship, understanding the connection that you're desiring. Interesting. So this character here has a mask on. That's just standing out to me. And then the other person's face is shaded. Okay, so what's coming through here? The reason, like I said, this message is coming through is to clear out the shit here, so that what it is you are putting out resonance-wise is bringing forward the connection that you're looking for. With this imagery right away, having not worked on any of this, what I get from this is the more that you shade yourself, not eliminating that shade, the more you put yourself in shadow, the more that you are resonating at that frequency and pulling that forward in somebody else who has a mask on that's not showing the truth, which is is not what you're looking for, right? I mean, if that's what you're looking for, get it. Don't stop, get it. It's not what I'm looking for, certainly. You're looking for somebody where you can feel safe to share things, to have truth received and expressed, like I said. But this requires that you are emanating that frequency to start. So there's a caution in that too. Be careful. If you continue on the way that you are and wanting what it is that you're wanting, this is what's coming forward, more shadow. Okay. Oh my God, the moon comes in to clarify this. Your fears. The moon, what you don't see coming though, is there's a way through this. And the way through this is to face it, okay? The tears, the pain. It's important to feel, to just feel. We don't have to intellectualize all emotions. Zachary, as a Gemini sun, that's my bread and butter. But it is important also to find a good balance. I feel like Cancer is really good about feeling. All water signs, very feely, right? And that's important to move emotions through. But if you're not also engaging intellect in some way, you're not really finding that illumination that's allowing you passage through the fear. Because maybe there are triggers, right? And if you're not aware of what those triggers are that are bringing that emotion forward, you may just continue to repeat feeling that emotion and not know why. You may continue to attract these partners and not know why. It's time to dig deep. Which one do we want here? Manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Exactly what I just said there. With the retrograde motion, like I said, we are feeling the truth is coming from here, but it does still need to be filtered from here. This is just not the starting point, okay? Okay, let's get into your challenge, your difficulty at this time. Goodness, it's gotta be love. It's gotta be. Lovers. Cancer, and this is Gemini energy too. Love it. So, yeah, a union, a romantic union is something that the Lovers talks about. Being at a crossroads, a need to make a decision. And the decision here is, not that the tower is coming down or not coming down. It's what you're doing after that. It's not whether or not truth is coming forward. It's what you're doing with that truth. Okay? And for some of you, I feel like the difficulty here is a union. I feel like some of you are in a place where you're already in a relationship and you're questioning that. Like, maybe you're not feeling happy or something feels like it's on repeat. Repeat. There's an encouragement to watch the energy that's coming forward from your own heart. That unforgiveness, like I was saying in the meditation. Are you being petty? Is there something that you are refusing to transmute energy-wise? And if so, why? This isn't, to cause distress in asking why. What do you hope to accomplish with any of your actions, with any emotions that come up? Do you think about it in that way? Do you consider it in that way? I feel like the encouragement is to do that right now. If you're finding that things are repetitive, your relationships are repetitive and they're not ending up in the way that you want them to be, It's time to get to the bottom of it, okay? Age of Aquarius, we're building a life of intention. All right. Eight of Wands comes through to clarify. Gemini, lovers. This is a Sagittarius card too. I do feel like balance is a message in there too, where you're having difficulty right now. But Eight of Wands is a message coming through. Whatever it is your heart's saying right now, your guides, it's coming through with the unseen. I'm very much getting that there is a refusal to see it or to accept it, like embrace, find peace with your current state of being. Maybe this means you have to own that, you know, there's a contribution that we're making to our own lives, right? Maybe that's something that we don't want to see right now. We all have free will. This is just an encouragement to do something different. If you're expecting something different, it's time to do something different. Okay? Anything else here on the difficulty for Cancer? My Cancer buddies. Three of Cups. Ooh. Connection, you guys. Yeah, it's been coming through pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. Those cute, what are they, geckos? Those cute little lizards. Curious Travels, or Curious Creatures, excuse me, deck. All right, I'm gonna pull an Oracle. We'll do, wait, which one? Okay, we'll do a Medicine Heart here for you guys. So for Cancer, close this out, and then I'm gonna go into the extended portion here. We go over messages from your higher self, direct messages from your higher self, love and advice, career and advice, and then what you're manifesting based on thoughts, emotions, and then combined what that looks like. So if you want to join me there, links are in the description of the video. If not, that's okay. It's good to see you guys. So what do we have here for Cancer? Cancer. Last message here. Amulet of Kurukula. Your love-infused heart attracts, vitalizes, and galvanizes resources that are beneficial and benevolent, and it simultaneously subjugates, deflects, and eradicates negative forces. Consciously cultivate love through gratitude and affirmation, which will isolate and weaken undermining attitudes whilst actualizing, energizing, and empowering positive energy. Approach what is happening in your life from a position of spiritual strength, confidence, and optimism. Your heroic heart shall win. Yes, and it will. Yes, it will. Just got to get all the shit out of the way, okay? All right, Cancer, I love you guys. I hope this message is helpful. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.